Hello everyone, peace of Christ with you all. In this video, somebody made a video as supposedly he is refuting me, as Muslims they call it. It's about chapter number 96, verse number 1, number 2. In that chapter, supposedly the angel, he came to Muhammad when he was in the cave and he told him, read. You see the word in here? Read. Read in the name of the Lord. Okay? Now, when we see that, we ask ourselves many questions, and the Muslims try to answer me, but each time they answer, more problems will raise. Now I will start from the beginning of this verse to show you that there is a mistake in there, a huge mistake, and to show you even the corruption of the Quran. This is the chapter number 96, verse number 1. This chapter was given as a first verse to Muhammad in the Quran. First one. If you look at the Quran today, we have it in number 96. So the Muslims played with the Quran, and all of them, they agree that this is the first one. You ask them, okay, who is the one who made it number 96? Allah? Allah never put the Quran together. Muhammad died and the Quran was not collected. Who? Uthman ibn Affan, the one who made the Quran. This is why this book, it's called the book of Uthman, not the book of Muhammad. And here you will see from the beginning something very funny, very weird. In the name of Allah, but it's not part of the verse. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most, whatever. Is that verse number 1? No. Did the angel really say that? No. So why you are adding it to the Quran? And the Muslims, they talk about corruption. If your God did not say it there and it's not there, why you add words to your book? This is the verse number 1. This is not a verse. And this is not what the angel gave to Muhammad. And I challenge any Muslim to say it's not true. So you added words from the beginning. You changed the location of chapters from the beginning. Chapter number 1 became number 96. Now what else? This video is made by somebody trying to answer me about the word read. He's trying to prove to me that the word read does not mean read as reading from a book, it's mean recite. Now the Muslims, when they do that, they are trying to save the Quran from a huge mistake. Why? Because when the God of Islam, he said to Muhammad, read, and Muhammad cannot read, this is proving that the God of Islam do not know that Muhammad is illiterate. Secondly, how you say to someone, read something, and you don't give him a book to read? Because reading is about giving words, and those words are written. Did the God of Islam or the angel give him a paper to read? No. Gave him a book to read? No. So how you say to him, read? So this is a wrong word. Number 3, if Muhammad is illiterate and the God of Islam, he knew he's illiterate, how he say to him, read, and still Muhammad cannot read? Is it your God, Allah, the one who said, if I say a word is going to be? Okay, he said a word should be. He said to Muhammad, read. Muhammad should read. Jesus, he said to the blind man, see, and he saw. Jesus said to the man, he is in disabled, he walk, and he walk. Jesus, he said to the dead man, stand up, and he is alive again. Your God, Allah, 3 times saying to Muhammad, read, 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 and Muhammad still cannot read. There is one of two. Either Muhammad, he was too fool to make him be able to read even by miracle of God, or your God, Allah, he is too false to do a miracle. Because if he is really a God, it doesn't matter if Muhammad, he knew to read or not, he will be able to read right away. Secondly, you will see the confusion of Muhammad in the story in there if you go and read it. Because Muhammad, he's saying to him, I cannot read. The angels repeat again, read. Muhammad saying, I'm reading what? Reading what? He's right. If you did not give him a paper to read, how you say to him, read? Stupid talk, stupid conversation. Now, the Muslims trying to save themselves from this problem, they say to you, this word read means recite. You know what? I will go with you. and I will show you, wherever you go, I will put you in the corner. Let us assume that the word read in here does not mean read as reading from a book or paper. Let us go with you and see it is recite, or say it's recite. We will go to the video first, and we will see the answer of the Muslims in the video about this verse. This is the video as you see in front of you. Okay? The person in there is trying to prove me wrong in this video. Let us see what he's trying to say. Now listen carefully. Okay, this is an exam. They are examining a man if he knew the Quran by heart or not. So they recite for him a verse from the Quran, and he answer. Recite, remember, recite. You know why? Because it's about from memory. It's an exam for his memory. This is a recitation. This is a man being told the Quran and he memorized the Quran. This is why you say to him recite, which means you don't say to him read. You say to him, okay, tell me what do you have in your memory. This is what the word recite means. So when you say to me that your prophet, he did recite the Quran, not the Quran, or the God of Islam said to him, recite, not read, this is mean a huge problem. Why? Read with me. This is the Oxford Dictionary. English is my second language. For me, I am showing you from Arabic, proving my point. I can prove it to you even from English, no problem. If recite is the one you mean, recite, according to the dictionary, mean declaim from memory before audience. State names, facts, etc. Like something from your memory, poetry. So it's always have to come from memory. Something you knew already and you have it in your memory. You memorize it. So if we go with the Muslims and we accept that this word means recite, the Muslims will be in a big time trouble. You know why? Because supposedly Muhammad at this second he knew nothing about the Quran. This is the first word Muhammad he is getting it from Allah. So he have nothing stored in his memory. So if the Muslims will say to us this word means read as recite from your memory, it means Muhammad was lying to us, saying that angel gave him the Quran, but he have it already in his memory. Because as you see, he is reciting from his memory. This is a proof that the whole story of angel coming to Muhammad is false. And Muhammad is lying to us. You just accept that this is mean recitation. Reading from memory. How you read it from your memory when you don't have one word in your memory about Quran? Did Muhammad get any verses before this one? No. One word even before this one? No. Not even one letter? No. So he have nothing in his head from the Quran yet. This is the first letter. R. E. A. D. Read. So you cannot tell him recite when he have nothing in his memory. Unless he knew already those words. Which means he is making it up. He memorized it. And he is telling you a story that the angel, he told me to say so. So Muslims, you put yourself in the corner each time you try to defend. You take it as read, as reading from a book, it's a problem, big problem. You take it as recite, it's a huge problem.